Paulo, I posted the playlist above. Just look up in the chat a little bit. I put the playlist. Just feel like some chill music tonight. We can relax. I wanted to do the stream tonight because I don't know what my week's gonna look like, and I just was like, I should just do it tonight. Let's set it up for the week. It's a short week, and see what we can do. Go away with 1K to 1 million. Hey, let us dream, Gaston. It's either gonna work or it doesn't. You know, there's a 50% chance we all become millionaires, right? But let's figure out what else to play. No, so the reason I have Walmart up here is Walmart did a couple things that I like. They had really good earnings. You know, they beat earnings. They had a good forecast, good projection. They said they were gonna have, and then they said the shelves were stocked and everything. And I didn't believe them, so I went to Walmart, and lo and behold, they were right. The shelves look stocked, and they did not look like that all year. And it looks like they made a concerted effort to ramp it up into the end of the year. So bravo to them. But that's not why I particularly like them. I like them because if I get rid of this blast circle, it doesn't really matter. But we can just get rid of the stuff. We can just look at it this way. So the reason I like it is we have this gap here, and earnings filled the gap and then bounced, and then we got a rejection off of this pivot right here. So I'm looking at this, and I want to long it over 144. 144 is going to be my go long target on it. I'm actually going to set an alert for myself right now. So this thing could just be a 1-2 right now. So if it is a 1-2, let's see, 1-2. Let's see, ABC. So if this is a 1-2, that would make sense. We could measure the retracement here, and looks like it wicked the 618. So that would be the highest probability retracement. And so if we like this, we could potentially see, if we get over this 144 mark, a move to all-time highs again. And this thing has struggled to get through all-time highs, but you can see it keeps making higher lows, but not higher highs, obviously. So higher lows is good though, so we're eventually going to break out. And once we get over that, we can actually throw VPOC up here to see some more volume shelves. Let's see if VPOC. Gotta adjust this here. VPVR, I mean, not VPOC. So you can see the volume shelf here, it's above what we need it to be. So right now it's sitting above this huge volume shelf. If we can get above this and stay above this, this is very bullish. So over 144, and we fill that volume shelf in right there, we got ourselves a really nice shelf to start working ourselves up. So alright, let's talk about some more fun stuff. Walmart's kind of boring, but it allowed me something to talk about while more people join. So, but I do like Walmart. Put it on your list. So I have a list here of things I like for the week. Alright, so Fisker is interesting because if you look at it on the daily, it did something interesting. On the daily it looks really well. So it has this point of control here. You can see all the volume is down here. So it is sitting above all the volume. So everyone that owns it is really below where we're at right now. So they also had their investor day and revealed some vehicles. They're heavily shorted, so this could be something we'll watch for a short squeeze. Kind of like this could be like a Lucid type play where we see this go to 30 again. So Let me run the short interest on this real quick just so we can see. Just gonna bring the silver bus in today. Let me go look at the silver. I think silver bottomed. Holy cow. Let's see. Not doing so good right now, but it's, I mean, it's down 3 cents. I'm not gonna care about that. Silver usually doesn't move till the morning hours. Yeah, so this looks great from a short squeeze perspective. So you can see 31%, 88% utilization. What we really want to start seeing is cost to borrow to go up and this to hit close to 100. And then you realize you're going to have a really big move overnight when you start to see those things go. So this is, if you're not into short squeezes, if you had a bad time with BGFV, I totally understand. This probably isn't for you. But if you like short squeezes and you like a little risk, this is definitely something to keep a watch on. I would say if this gets back over 22.25, keep an eye out on this one. I'm going to set my alert for that right now because this thing could really move. Yeah. Most of the time they just kind of sort of squeeze. They don't always really squeeze, so let's keep that in mind. So I like this. I think this could create potentially a wave 4. So this would be kind of accumulation. So what that would mean is you probably see this do one of these and then just moonshot. Doesn't have to do that specifically, but you should see some consolidation in this range this week specifically. And then after we get back from vacation, that's when we really start to do it. So. Dagus, I love financials. The fact that we saw a lot of flow, options flow coming in, buying leaps and long dated calls on financials this week, that's usually the first sign that the rotation is starting. So usually you'll get the long dated flow, and then when you start seeing the short dated flow come in, that's when you know it's game on, right? So. Sorry, I'm reading some messages. Alright, so let's get into another one. So this is a good one. I want to talk about an earnings this week. This one I really like here. PTSG, Pure Storage. So this is what I love the chart on. Chart looks great. I mean, you got basically a triple top setting up here. You had a power earnings last earnings. So this is why I like this. So last earnings, it went nuts. See this? It went from 21 off of earnings to 27 before consolidating, and it's hit 29 3 times. So I think this could be the time it really goes nuts. And you can see the volume has been falling into earnings, and all the technicals are setting up for it to move in terms of like RSI, the whole shebang. Now this does have some short interest as well. It's not a short squeeze play. This is more of a undervalued play. So this is only 9% shorted, so it definitely could move off of a short squeeze, but what I really like are the financials on it. So you can see balance sheet is good. Income is going in the right direction. Overview is good, and you can see on the annually it has been going through the roof. So 2018, $2 billion in assets. 2020, 2.82. Last quarter, 2.8. You can see the stock hasn't gone up, even though they've increased their assets and earnings by 50% since 2018. It's the same price, so 50% better in everything, same price. So I think it's time this one finally catches a break and breaks out, so definitely keep an eye on this. I believe this has earnings Tuesday. So they do flash drives, and with MU, all the memory stores turning bullish, I have a feeling this is going to be the next one. So alright, let's pull up some other earnings that I like. I heard you guys like dicks, so let's talk about some dicks. Dick's Sporting Goods. If you would have invested this off the COVID crash at $14, you'd be doing alright. Now, this filled the gap, and it's going back to where it was last earnings. So I'm just pulling up something on this. It's interesting to see that this is fun right here. So the shorts tried to short this down off of their earnings, and they failed, and they ended up getting squeezed harder. Is this not pulling? Hold on one second. Yeah, sometimes I do that. Let's see. DKS. So this will not have the squeeze that it had last time, but it's still pretty shorted, 17%. So I don't know if this is going to be, like last time I think it was like 30%. So that's why you had a move from 115 to 146. But the real big thing is they crush earnings. Like look at this, like 76% surprise, 212%, 85%. Like if they keep going up, even if they just match what they did last quarter, like the 11 PE ratio, they should be able to continue to go up. I mean, last quarter they had an 8.6. Everything looks good. Yeah, I can totally see this off of earnings going up 20 bucks. So definitely keep this on an eye for earnings this week. See what else we got this week. Ooh, let's look at Zoom. So Zoom has earnings Monday night. So let's see if there's any that we want to play Monday night. I see a couple here that are interesting. So Dick's is Tuesday morning. Let me just get rid of all this and start over. Oops, not what I wanted. I always love seeing how blast circles work out. Sometimes they have significance, sometimes they don't. If they don't, I don't use them. But Okay, so this could be the first time it has earnings underneath the 50% blast circle, so that is interesting. Ooh, okay. We also have a 1-for-1 move. 1-for-1 move, so I wonder if we're going to be bullish this time. The Steelers game still going? Oh my god. Oh my god, Eckler scored another touchdown? Oh my god, I have him on my team. This is ridiculous. So, alright. So I'm not sure if it's going to be this earnings, but one of these times, Zoom is just going to go nuts. Like, it's going to break this downtrend eventually. We'll have to see what goes up. Alright, so Zoom is not shorted. It's like 2%. So then we need to look into the fundamentals. So quarters, I mean, $74 billion company with, I did not realize their market cap was $74 billion. Price to earnings. Yeah, I think it's coming down. I mean, it's just, I don't see a reason for it to continue to go up. I think it's going to finally fill this little tiny gap down here at 180. I would not play this because I cannot get a good vibe one way or the other. It doesn't check the boxes for me. But it's interesting to watch. So let me do a couple more earnings and we can take some requests. This is one I've been watching for a long time. I tend to do good on earnings. Doesn't look like they move much. Let's see here. This ran hard off of last earnings though. Not right away, but what we got for fundamentals here? I like stocks that are fundamentally undervalued and keep having good earnings. Like that to me is nice. Agilent. Yeah, I mean, they're priced about right. What do they do? Applied Chemical Solutions. Alright. Let's see here. What else we got here? This Keysight Technologies. Keys. Wow. And stocks have gone nuts recently. Yep, I know nothing about that. Alright, so then that leaves us to Best Buy, which has gone nuts. I have a feeling this thing will not do good off of earnings. It looks like it's priced in. Umar, it already started like last week. Ooh, American Eagle. Now, this is something I might be able to get behind. Yeah, I like American Eagle. I think it's going to fill that gap to 30. This one I'd pay attention to. Alright, so the ones I want to look at are Dix, AEO, so far. Alright, Xpeng will be interesting. Dollar Tree. Oh my. Okay, well, this is priced in. That leaves us no meat on the bone. Ooh, I like that. That leaves us lots of meat on the bone. I like the cup and handle. We want that, probably. Retail has just literally been killing it lately. Medtronic. Ooh, okay. Tanking into earnings when they always beat earnings. Interesting. This one could be fun. Burlington. Coat factories. I gotta look more into this one. I don't know enough about it to talk about it. Analog. ADI. Ooh, don't love that rising wedge into earnings. It's usually a bad sign. Bullish or bearish divergence as well. I don't think they've raised their earnings enough. I mean, it's semiconductors, so you just never know, but the chart tells me it's priced in. So we're going to skip that one. Alright, and then Tuesday after close, you have HP, Gap, the Gap. So here's the cool thing. Because we have all of the retail Tuesday morning, we'll know if the Gap is something we want to play. I have a feeling this Head and Shoulders probably doesn't play out, but looks like we're building structure here. Alright, nice thing I like about these retail stocks is they're all like shorted, so I'm gonna add this one. I like this one. Might just end up playing. I'm not gonna play any of the China stocks. They seem to go either way. Nordstrom. Inverse Head and Shoulders. Cup and Handle potentially into earnings. Crushed at that. I mean, last time they were down here they went nuts, and then all these other earnings they've done nothing. But this might be the one that go nuts again. Not mistaken, this is also shorted. Oh my god. Steelers tied it up with the Chargers? No way. That's crazy. Wow. Would you look at that? Check out EAF. Yeah, EAF. We could do EAF. Alright, yeah, all these retail stocks are about 10 to 15 to 20% shorted depending on which ones you looked at. I'm almost done with the earnings. So, Dell has earnings this week. Alex priced in. Autodesk is something. Ooh, okay, let's see what's going on with this. I love the chart. I'm just gonna move on to that. Nutanix. They must have said something good last time. Oh, 3% shorted. Alright, so this is one that I'm curious about. VMW has been getting, oops, not that. It's been getting annihilated lately off their dividend. They always get annihilated off the dividend and then go nuts. So they got annihilated off the dividend, but here's the thing about VMW. Like, it's one of the most shorted stocks, not necessarily percentage-wise, but money-wise. Oh, okay. All of them got covered? How is this possible? Maybe I was wrong. $16 million shares shorted. Alright, never mind. I was wrong. But I do think from a fundamental standpoint, this might be one to play. We'll see. I'm going to add it. I want to at least watch it. I may not play it. Maybe I will. We'll see. Pure Storage we talked about. Anaplan. This is one that can move. So, wow, this got tanked on Friday. Alright, is there any left I want to see? Ooh, John Deere. Okay, okay. This one hasn't done much off earnings recently, but I'm curious if they spark the infrastructure earnings. I have a feeling their guidance is going to be fantastic. I mean, from a fundamental standpoint, 20 EP ratio with what's in front of them, this is one I'm going to watch for sure, if not play. I think this could go back to 400, possibly off earnings. Cheetah Mobile. Does it even get any volume? No, we don't want to play that. There's nothing else I'm interested in. Just make sure about this. I'll look at Urban just because. Urban Outfitters is another one that could possibly, we'll put this on the list to see what it does. I think I was looking at XPEV recently. This might be the one to play. In terms of Chinese stocks. They surprise. Could be interesting. Alright, I will look at some of your guys' requests now. Alright, everyone wants to see EAF. This is what I got for a chart. I got this going to about 15. I don't have any qualms. It bounced exactly where it should have bounced. So, I feel fine with it. I mean, this might even just be a 1-2 right here. The deer strike ended. Thank you, Dan. Alright, I'm just going to scroll back. I know I had some requests here. It's Apple going to 170. I think Apple needs to come back down to 157 first. I'll have to see how it goes. But I mean, you had your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. You had your ABC down, and now you have another one. I would imagine it'd be either down to there or even down to here, and then you could do this possibly to, let's say you get to 175, but it needs to cool off. I expect it to cool off this week. And you guys got a lot of requests here. Thoughts on Nvidia? I think Nvidia is coming down. I think it's overbought. It is cool. X closed above the downtrend, so I am bullish on steel. Clearly I have this charted, so I think this is overall 1-2. So I think this is the start of a big bullish move. LPX. I love LPX. I made a fuck ton of money on it, so it's still in this channel. It did not close above it, but I still think LPX will be a slow bleed up to 74. It'll finish this cup, and they'll have a handle into their next earnings, and then from there it'll moon. So I think the big move was Friday. We might get, maybe this week it moons into all-time highs, but I mean, it's getting a lot of attention, so it should start getting some more volume. Alright. Astro successful launch. I mean, that's great, but it needs to get moving. Oh, eBay did look good, I think, when I was looking at it. No, maybe it didn't. I lied. TTD. You got 3 inside days. I think this thing gets over 110. I think it's got room to 135. I mean, this is a clear 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably got a wave 5 coming up. In terms of wave 5 for expectations, maybe 130? 130, we'll say. We'll have to see. So, quad U. So I had a fractal on this. I've been following for a while. It didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. It was working really well. Like, I had this starting from right here, so it was working really well, and then we had divergence here. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it. But I will say it's getting to the point where I think it needs to fill this gap down here at 850. Then we can go north again. So this should be support around 850. Why do you want Chegg so bad? Like, it just goes down. Like, they had terrible earnings. I understand why you want it, but I don't. Like, there's just better things It's at support, sure. Should have a bounce here soon. The earnings are terrible. No one's using it anymore. So it's, I don't know. It's not gonna fill that gap, so don't think it's gonna. It's probably gonna chop sideways between, could go all the way down to 23 and then chop in the 20s. There you go. Got your wish. Man, if Disney doesn't bounce soon, I don't know what to tell you on Disney. Like, you would have thought Disney Plus would have been crazy good for it, but I think Disney, if it's green tomorrow, this is the bottom. I'm just gonna call it. This should be the bottom right here. PFE, ooh. Alright, I mean, Pfizer cup breakout, retest. If Pfizer's green tomorrow, I would play it. Tesla? What do you want from Tesla? Oh, I see what I did. Interesting. So, this is going to do one of two things. It's either going to retrace down, or it's going to go stupid and go to 1400. So, it's going to do one of those two things. We'll have to see. Tomorrow is going to be the big day, it'll tell us. I have a feeling, it could make a bunch of inside days this week, so trading this week could be between 1090, 1080, and 1140. So let's see. Wait, Tesla announced the stock split? They're stock splitting again? Oh, fan theory, another 5 for 1? I have to read this theory now. This is a very elaborate theory. We'll have to see if this plays out. SpaceX XPO? Now I'm reading the thread right now, so I already found it. Don't worry. I don't think they do another split. Not maybe, but we'll see. It's a fun rumor, though. SYK? Sure. Why am I doing SYK? It looks like it's curling over. Like, nothing bullish on this looks good. What is it? Medical specialties? Alright, I am bullish on healthcare, so you might convince me on this. Alright, I mean, it's overvalued, but it just chops. I don't know what you want me to look for on this. I mean, it's got this pivot here. It needs to get back over. If it doesn't get back over 270, it's probably coming down to 250, 240, 247. Pan W. Alright, so Pan W broke out and then sold off. I mean, I would think Pan W is coming down. This thing needs to cool off. They don't even have positive earnings. Like, what? I mean, it says they do. I don't know. They haven't. The revenue hasn't really grown, but their stock has doubled. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'll go a little longer. Rivian. I mean, how do you even chart something like that? There's no data to go off of. You're just guessing. Like, you're literally just guessing. You just go, you create a few pivots on it, I guess. Sitting right on point of control. I don't know, it doesn't look great, in my opinion. There's no way you could get me to touch that, so. Why do you want VSTO? You keep saying it. Vista Outdoors. Alright, I kind of see why you're saying it. Okay, it's not shorted, but I mean, as long as it can hold 4650, it needs to retake this point of control here over 47. Probably needs 4750 to break out. But, yeah. It's not terrible. Filled the gap off earnings. Must have had good earnings. Yeah, good earnings. Vista Outdoors, recreational products. People like being outdoors. Good PE ratio of 6. Yeah, I can see why you like it. I'm not doing Wish. Wish sucks. Humble. Wow, this came back from earnings. I mean, wait. Oh, this is a penny stock? Wait, I have this charted? That's even more funny. I mean, this thing gets back over 62 cents, then we talk. Why did Amazon dump? Because it's priced in. It hit my target, it double topped. It's probably coming back down to 3,600 now. So I've had Amazon charted for forever. Now we're probably moving up the timeline here. Should see 4K by the end of the year though, so don't worry. Alright, Square. Oh, that looks gross. Alright, Square had news Friday though, so this could be a bounce off of 222. Space. There's nothing. Space is dead. Nothing in the chart. DraftKings is dead. Oh my god, my chart. Oh, I can't even remember the last time I charted this. I think I charted it. I had to have charted it right here. Like right here. Oh, that looks great. I almost hit that to the T. CVS. CVS is making a nice flag off of earnings here. If it can hold 92.50, this thing can go. I don't love that it broke this uptrend here, and it's bear flagging right now. So that's my one concern. I think it could come back down to 91. Alright, I'm gonna look at AMC mainly because a little birdie told me to look at it. I was wrong with this one right here, so I'll give you that. Alright, let's just start over. Chargers won. Wow. What a game. Rumors going around about a possible AMC squeeze coming up. People don't want to let it go. I don't know if I'm one of them yet. AMC is still 15% shorted. 93 million shares. So, yeah, I did Tesla earlier. Man, Tesla's sitting above the volume. It could go, in theory. I'm gonna set an alert on this trend line though. That thing needs to be. I need to know if it goes. Honestly, over 42, it could probably go. Set a double alert somewhere. Alright, I'm tired. It's late. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna leave that there tonight on AMC, and I might do another live this week. I haven't decided yet, but hopefully everyone has a great night, and I might have some updates on the Autotrader for you guys this week. So I've been using it and testing it. I'm hoping to have some big updates here soon on it.